Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber, special thanks if you're a patron. My name's Neil, and it's time for the next episode of Lost. Season 4 is blowing my mind, guys. We're 4 episodes in, we still haven't even come close to rescuing all of our survivors. We've introduced new characters, we've introduced all this intrigue in the future. We've learned that Ben is operating in civilization as well as on the island, and there's an antagonist that seems to have employed Naomi and the rescuers. We don't know much about him or that organization yet at all. It may be the Dharma Initiative, but that's just a guess as far as I'm aware. We also have a physicist on the island, one of the rescuers, who has introduced us to what appears to be some more specific facts about the island. Apparently there's a specific vector to leave and approach the island, which is the only way to find it, to see it. So that's clearly part of the direction that Ben gave Michael when he gave him the boat at the end of Season 2 to help Michael leave the island. It's how the helicopter managed to fly in. It's how the helicopter is supposed to leave. There's also a time difference between the freighter offshore and the island, which is really confusing because with the satellite phone, they're able to have back and forth conversations with no time delay. So they're clearly, there's no time difference in that regard. But when a payload was fired from the freighter to the island, it arrived 30 odd minutes later than it was supposed to. And when the helicopter left with Desmond and Saeed to go back to the freighter, it hasn't yet reached the freighter after most of the night. So mysteries abound, new mysteries abound. I'm fascinated by the flash forwards because we're revealing this whole new universe of complication and new mysteries there where we just don't know what's happened. Only 6 survivors got off the island, the Oceanic 6 they've become. We don't even know who all 6 of them are yet, but they spun a story where only 8 of them survived the crash at all. The story they told never involved the others or the smoke monster or any of the crazy stuff we've seen in the previous 3 seasons. It sounded like they told a simpler story of survival, but why did only 6 of them get off the island? We don't know that yet. The ones that have gotten off the island sure don't seem to be having a great time of it. Kate, somehow, is now Aaron's mother. I don't know how she told that story because she didn't get on the plane pregnant, but she got rescued 3 months later with a born child. Saeed is now under Ben's control as a hitman. Jack, we've seen him at various points post-rescue, and he certainly spiraled out of control at the end of that. He's suicidal and ready to go back. But that, as best as my math works, is at least a couple of years post-rescue, just based on Aaron's age and that sort of thing. And Hurley is willingly back in the mental institution. And then there's 2 more. Or maybe just 1 more if they're counting Aaron as one of the 6. It's hard to say. In any case, I'm so excited to see what comes next. I have no idea what comes next, but this is episode 5 of season 4 of Lost, guys. It's called The Constant. Okay, so we're back on the chopper. So does this mean we're going to get to see why they haven't made the freighter yet? What happened to them?
You don't know where your boat is?
I know where it is.
305. That number's popped. That was what was on the Jesus stick from Mr. Echo that Locke saw. And it might have been the bearing that Ben gave Michael as well, isn't it? 305 is the only way off the island, maybe. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. You're off course. You're off course. That's 310, not 305. Ah!
On your sudden fate! Move!
Back in the military.
What are
Come
you
on,
waiting
Desmond.
for, Hugh?
Oh, he's aware. He's having one of his
What's the matter, Hugh?
conscious flashbacks.
Did you not hear me?
I was in a helicopter, sir. And there was a storm, sir.
I don't think he wants to know your dream, Desmond.
You got something to say, Hugh? I asked you a question!
It's not a one-time only. What's he doing? Is he bailing?
Who are you?
Whoa. Who are you?
Oh, you know my name!
Whoa. What do you mean, how do you know my... Whoa. Desmond freaked. Desmond's consciousnesses have swapped. His island consciousness has gone back to military training, and his military consciousness is on the chopper. I don't know. That's my guess.
They took off a day ago. Why haven't we heard from them?
What makes you think I know anything?
Because you're not worried.
Maybe we should just tell them. Tell us what?
Yeah.
Dan?
Come on, Dan. Tell us
Let's
what.
not confuse anyone.
Maybe if you talk real slow, we'll be able to follow.
Daniel's a little confused too. His
Your
memories.
perception of how long your friends have been gone, it's not necessarily how long they've actually been gone.
Is time moving completely differently?
As long as Frank flew on the bearings that I gave him, it'll be fine.
And what if he didn't?
Then there might be side effects.
The freighter exists. We haven't had a flashback in a while, but it's a weird Desmond conscious flashback. I wonder if we're just gonna get a normal flashback ever again. Yeah, you crushed your photo. You sucker. You poor sucker.
What are you doing back? Who are they?
Survivors of 815.
Is that George?
What the hell were you thinking?
I bet that's George.
I'm going with him.
Let a doctor look at him first, then you can come down. You got my word on that, okay?
Yeah. I don't trust any of these guys.
No, this is wrong! I'm not supposed to be here! 20! 21! 22!
This is how he gets drummed out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch your step. Watch your step. Take it easy.
He is buggered up.
Look, we're gonna take care of you.
Whoa, what am I doing here?
My name is Kimi, and this is Omar.
Kimi and Omar. Okay, so not George.
We're gonna go get the doc, and he's gonna want to ask you some questions to help us sort all this out.
What do you mean, sort of?
I'm looking at everybody's tattoos, right?
Open this door!
Hey,
Who's that?
hey,
Who?
hey. It's happening to you too, isn't it?
Who's she? Oh, he looks familiar, but not from this show, I don't think. Right? No, I don't think. A lot of people on the boat.
Your friends know what's wrong with him.
Well, if they do, they're not sharing it with me.
Then perhaps we'll share how we took off at dusk and landed in the middle of the day.
You gotta trust me when I tell you this. I am trying to help you.
Are you okay? Where the hell have you been?
Something happened during the flight. And now Desmond's in their sickbay. He doesn't appear to recognize me or know where he is.
Side effects?
Has he recently been exposed to high levels of radiation or electromagnetism?
Yep. Yeah, when the hatch imploded.
No, this is not amnesia.
This is like being displaced in time.
Hey,
It's
can you hear me?
it's Fisher Stevens, right?
Hello?
Yeah. Great villain in Hackers.
See, Ray? I'm not crazy. It's happening to him too, Ray. It's gonna happen to all of us. Ray, no.
I need you to relax for a minute.
No.
Nothing can stop it, Ray. Nothing can stop it.
Okay, raise the doctor.
It's okay, I just want to check your eyes.
Why?
So I can help you.
Oh, this season is so messed up. I love it. Like they're just throwing us in a blender and mixing everything up for us.
Desmond, why don't you tell me about the last thing you remember?
Well, just like that. And he's back. Yeah, no time has even passed. Back when there still were public payphone booths.
Penny?
What you want, Desmond?
I need to see you.
I wonder what her phone number was. Some combination of the numbers.
No, don't bother showing up at the flat, because I've moved. Please, just don't call me.
No, listen, Penny, I need you.
Well, just like that.
Desmond, my name is Daniel Faraday. We met yesterday before you took off, but I'm guessing you don't remember that. I need you to tell me what year you think it is.
What do you mean, what year do I think? It's 1996!
When it happens again, Desmond, I need you to get on a train. Oxford University, Queen's College Physics Department, all right?
What? Why?
Because I'm there.
Because I need you to find me.
Ah! I love it. I love it. Ah.
Tell me to set the device to 2.342.
What?
All right, you got it?
2342.
Tell me that you know about Eloise.
Eloise?
Hey! Tell me that you know about Eloise.
Oh, this is the most messed up episode ever, and I love it. Yeah, it's not on that hand. 2.342, 11 hertz. Eloise. Alright, let's find him.
Original.
There he is.
I think I've just been to the future.
So uninspired.
Set the device.
Set your device to 2.342 and make sure it oscillates at 11.
This is ridiculous.
I know about Eloise.
Okay, come on in. That was enough.
So I would remember you coming to Oxford, right? I would remember this here right now.
No. Maybe you just forgot.
You can't change the future.
What's that for?
Radiation.
Can I have one?
So what'd you put in your head?
It's mostly about the gonads.
This is Eloise.
Oh, okay. We definitely have some lab animal themes lately between Ben's White Rabbit and Eloise. White Rabbit appears a lot. It was the logo on Looking Glass. Obviously, it was that early episode. And Ben has a white rabbit with an 8 on it.
She's not back yet.
Did you send her into the future?
There she is.
She knows the way because she's done it before.
Yes. I'm not going to teach her how to run it until an hour from now.
So you sent her to the future?
No. Her consciousness, her mind. What island? Why would I go to an island?
Desmond, give me the phone.
You let Faraday talk to him?
You said he could help.
Faraday can't even help himself.
I need to get back. Back where? The island?
He said he could help. He said he'd tell me what I needed to do.
You're Desmond?
Do I know you?
I'm George Minkowski.
That's George.
And every so often, I get this incoming call. We were under strict orders never to answer it. Those calls came from your girlfriend.
But Penny doesn't know about the boat, she says.
Oh, you're back. And each time your consciousness jumps, it gets harder and harder to jump back. I would be careful crossing the street if I were you.
Oh.
She couldn't tell which was which. She had no anchor.
What do you mean, anchor?
How would a rat
Something
even
familiar
know?
in both times. It's random, it's chaotic.
The photo.
Every equation needs stability, something known. It's called a constant. Desmond, you have no constant.
The constant's the photo. It's Penny.
Then you need to find something there.
That's familiar.
Something that you really, really care about.
Yeah, it's the photo of Penny.
That also exists back here.
Can it be a person?
See, he has to talk to Penny. So Penny's obviously the constant, but
The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
that in a day? Oh.
I need to call Penny.
Calling your girlfriend is not our priority.
Yes, it is.
How do we get out of here?
Through the door?
What?
Looks like you guys have a friend on this boat.
Now, who's Ben's mole? Because Ben has a mole on the boat too, he says. I mean, is it George? Is it... It's got to be somebody we've met, right? Oh, man, these edits. Cut mid-sentence from A to B.
The Black Rock set sail from Portsmouth, England, March 22nd, 1845. The only known artifact of this journey is the journal of the ship's first mate. The contents of this journal have never been made public nor unknown to anyone outside the family of the seller, Tovard Henso.
Henso Foundation has...
150,000.
Wow. So much...
160?
Oh.
Right here, 160, sir. 170, sir.
That's Penny's dad.
Mr. Whitmore.
Desmond?
So the Henso family had the diary of the first mate of the Black Rock, presumably with directions to the island.
I need to get in touch with Penny.
Oh, I'm so intrigued. But I just don't know what's going on.
And you'd like her to give you another chance.
Why do you hate me so much?
It's not me who hates you. I'll let her tell you herself.
She obviously changed her tune because she's mounted this whole search for him since he disappeared 3 years ago, in 2001.
I know. It's getting harder. It starts happening faster, too.
Who did this?
You got me. But when the captain finds out, I feel sorry.
Oh. He just went. Where does he go?
I need a minute.
Everything is cut. Every wire is cut.
You have to make the call? No. Well, you better remember it.
It's Christmas Eve, December 2004.
2004.
I can't get back.
He can't get back. I think Fisher Stevens / George McCluskey's dead.
What happened to him?
Brain aneurysm.
The same thing is going to happen to me.
What a crazy episode. Oh, I'm having so much fun. 4:23. Yeah. Hold your horses.
Desmond?
Just don't I understand. And I know it's too late to change things, but I know it's going to sound ridiculous, but please, babe.
Say what you need to say and then go.
I'm from the future.
8 years from now, I need to call you, and I can't call you if I don't have your number.
What? What's to say you wouldn't call me tonight or tomorrow?
I won't call for 8 years. December the 24th, 2004.
Wow.
Christmas Eve. Please, Pen.
I'm not crazy, Penny. You have to believe me.
Trust me. I do trust you. But you still have to remember that number.
Got it.
7946 0893 7946 0893.
I hope she's there.
I hope so too.
Oh, this is crazy. I love it. I know I'm not giving great commentary on this episode, guys, because I'm just like in love with this episode. But why has she been trying to call the boat? Where is she?
Hello?
Penny?
Desmond?
I told you I'd call.
You answered, Penny.
Des, where are you?
On a boat.
I'm on a boat.
On a lonely island.
I've been on an island. Oh my God, Penny, is that really you?
Yeah. Yes, it's me.
You believe me? You still care about me?
I've been looking for you for the past 3 years. I know about the island. I've been researching. And when I spoke to your friend Charlie, that's when I knew you were still alive. That's when I knew I wasn't crazy.
I love you, Penny. I'm so sorry.
I love you too. I'll find you, Des.
I promise.
No matter what.
I'll come back to you.
I won't give up.
I promise.
I promise. I love you.
It's all good.
Thank you. Saeed.
He's grounded. He remembers. I'm back.
It was enough. I'm perfect.
Desmond Hume is his constant. Wow. I'm not going to stop smiling for like an hour, guys, but like I love every episode of this show. Some are certainly better than others. There may be a little bit of recency bias here, but I really think this may be my favorite episode yet. And I haven't said that about any other episode at any point during my viewing. I've had my wow moments for sure, but this was just an amazing episode. I loved it so much. First off, I love Desmond as a character. Every time we get a Desmond story, I'm all over it. He's awesome. Just such a fascinating character, and the more I learn about him, the more I dig him. You know, he's got this rock in Penny that somehow believed in him. Man. Oh. So we still don't know. I'm just sort of piecing together his history a little bit. He was back in 1996 further than I thought. Like I would have. That means he spent a fair chunk of time in the military, because he got out of the military, the way I figure it, in 2000. Within a year, like he basically spent a year training for the boat race around the world, and then he disappeared and he's been gone for 3 years. So 2000 makes sense for getting out of the military. But if he was already in, like in 96, I mean, that means he was in the military longer than I thought. And we don't know how long he was in military prison. We still don't know exactly what for. But hey, there we go. So presumably because Desmond was exposed to a massive amount of electromagnetism when he destroyed the Swan by turning the key, that's what triggered these how do I differentiate, what do I call these to differentiate them from all our regular flashbacks? These are like lucid flashbacks. Like he's going, like his consciousness is literally moving through time. He's aware of it all. You know, so much to process in this episode, but really fun. So much fun. We met Daniel Faraday back in Oxford. We've learned more about him now. We know more about what Faraday's been studying. I know Faraday was a physicist, most well known for the structures called Faraday cages, which is what, if you're super concerned about being bugged or spied on, you build a cage of copper mesh basically to prevent any radio waves or anything else from leaving your immediate vicinity. And I know that's named after a physicist named Faraday. Not sure if that physicist was first named Daniel or not. That'll be a quick Wikipedia search later. But we've also been introduced to this idea of a constant, the way you pull yourself out of one of these pendulum swings between time points. You have to find a constant that you connect to in both. And that prompted Desmond's search for Penny. So when he went missing, she decided to go searching for him. You know, they briefly reconnected when he got out of prison. Almost lost in all of that, Penny's dad, Mr. Widmore, bought the journal of the first mate of the Black Rock, which had been in the hands of one of the Hansos, known for the Hanso Foundation, who funded the Dharma Initiative. So maybe we're getting the two sides here. That tells me how the Dharma Initiative know the island, because clearly in that journal there are navigational notes sufficient to find this island that cannot be found. It can only be found by going on this 305-degree bearing, which is the direction on Echo's stick, John 305. Turn your eyes to the sky and look north. I forget exactly, but you know what I mean. I also pretty sure that's the bearing that Ben gave Michael at the end of season 2 to leave the island via boat. So yeah, there's a crack in there's a door basically through this protective invisibility thing that's keeping the island from being discovered by the world. The Hanso Foundation obviously had that information, and now Penny Widmore's dad has it. And is he affiliated with is he affiliated with the boat, or is he affiliated with his daughter? Is he affiliated with Lance Reddick and Naomi and the rescuers, or like how is Penny connected to the people on the boat? She seemed unaware of the boat, but they've been receiving calls from her that they've been told to ignore. So is she lying? I can't imagine. Like, Penny feels like one of the pure souls of the show, but why would she be calling the ship if she doesn't know about it? Why would George say that they were told to ignore those calls if those calls didn't exist? Like, it's so... Like, he recognized Desmond's name. Feels like he answered Penny. He answered one of those calls even though he shouldn't have, and he spoke to Penny. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Man, I'm so happy. What a cool episode. So much fun. I love when an episode just does this to me. It doesn't happen often. You guys have watched me react to enough TV to know that this reaction is rare. I treasure it. I love it. I was not expecting a mind-blowing episode right here. I was expecting more of what we've established this season. I was expecting a flash forward. Instead, we got this surreal flashback, which wasn't even you know what I mean? Like, blah. Are we ever going to just do a regular flashback again? Is Desmond now cured of these flashes? Will he no longer do them at all now that he's spoken to Penny in the future, or in 2004? What's going to happen next episode on Christmas Day? We're right there. I mean, I'm in the equivalent of post-coital bliss right here, guys. This is premium television here, and I can tell you there haven't been many moments in my 47 years of watching television where I'm just sort of basking in the afterglow of an episode. And I can tell you a few. There's definitely a couple episodes of The Wire. I can remember an episode or two of Breaking Bad. I'm sure, give me some time and I could think of some other moments, but this is rarefied air that we're talking about right now. That was some really excellent television right there, and it did so much to progress the narrative of the show too, and the outside world is becoming more intriguing by the moment on this show. I have so many questions that need to be answered, but I'm willing to just wait. I have lost patience now. I have lost patience. I haven't lost it. I have patience for lost at this point. I know that eventually I'll get the answers I need. Wow. Just great. I had so much fun with that, guys. What I have to check now is whether this predated Lonely Island's I'm on a boat video. It certainly did in story time, but air date. What did when did that come out? Anyway, I'll have to look into that. I had a blast with this episode, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this experience. I love this show. I love hearing from you guys, so please leave your comments below. You can put a thumbs up if you'd like. You can hit the bell if you'd like. You can subscribe if you like. But honestly, if you're tuning in, that's all I need. You can check out my Patreon too if you really want to support the channel and make sure I keep doing these, and I can afford to take the time to do these. The description's in the link below if you want to see that. That's where you can get full-length reactions. That's where you can get early access to all of my reactions as well, and we're usually at least a couple of weeks ahead. And you can vote on what shows I see next. So by all means, check that out if you're interested. Until next time, guys, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.